What if I told you there's a single mental shift, a change in the way you think, that could completely change your financial future? It all comes down to two very simple questions. Let's dig into this, because getting this one concept is pretty much the difference between staying where you are and building some serious wealth.
It really all boils down to the kind of questions you ask yourself about money. And depending on which question you focus on, you basically set yourself on one of two completely different paths. And there you have it, the two questions that define everything. The first one, kitni salary milegi. That just means how much salary will I get? It's all about a fixed income, right? Security. But the second one, kitne saal mein double hoga, means in how many years will it double? See the difference? This one is all about the speed of your money's growth. And that little change in perspective is a total game changer. And this is where you really see the difference in thinking. The salary mindset is all about security. You want that guaranteed paycheck, that stability. Nothing wrong with that. But the doubling mindset, it's playing a different sport altogether. The focus isn't on a guarantee, it's on the velocity of money. It's about pure, unfiltered growth.
Okay, so how do you even start thinking in terms of doubling? It sounds complicated, but there's a beautifully simple secret in the world of finance that makes this whole idea click. Let's get into it.
It's called the Rule of 72. And honestly, it's one of the most powerful mental models you can have, whether you're an investor or an entrepreneur. It's basically a quick and easy way to estimate how long it's going to take for your money to double.
That's it, 72. This is the magic number. It's the key that unlocks the math behind building wealth fast. And here's the formula. It could not be simpler. You just take the number 72 and divide it by your annual rate of return. The interest rate you're earning. The answer you get? That's roughly the number of years it'll take for your investment to double. So simple, but so powerful. All right, theory's cool, but this rule really comes alive when you see it in action. Let's run through a few real-world examples, and you'll see just how massive the difference in returns can be.
So check this out. If your money is sitting in a fixed deposit earning, say, 8%, it's going to take 9 years to double. Okay, not bad. Now let's say you're in an index fund that gets you 12%. Now we're talking, your money doubles in just 6 years. But look at that last bar. This is where the real mindset shift happens.
And this right here illustrates the massive difference in thinking. A typical investor might be totally happy doubling their money in 6 or 9 years. But someone with a real business mindset, they set a much higher bar. They are actively looking for ways to double their money in 4 years or less. And to do that, you need a rate of return of 18% or more. That's the kind of return you get from a successful business or some really sharp stock picks, not from your average savings plan. You see, this isn't really a math problem at the end of the day. It's a psychology problem. The numbers just show us two fundamentally different ways of thinking about risk, security, and wealth itself.
It's like playing offense versus defense. The middle-class approach is defensive. It's about playing it safe to lock in that guaranteed income. The business approach, on the other hand, is pure offense. It's about playing smart to maximize the speed of your compounding. One is about protecting what you have. The other is about aggressively growing it.
So this is really the question you have to ask yourself. Is your whole financial strategy just designed to bring in an income? Or are you actively trying to build a machine, a system whose only job is to double your capital as fast and efficiently as possible?
So, what's the way forward? How do you make this change? It actually starts with a really simple, conscious decision. Just throw out the old question and start asking the new one. Because the moment you start every financial decision with the question, how fast will this double my money? Everything changes. It's like a domino effect. You start to evaluate job offers differently. You look at investments through a totally new lens. And you start to spot opportunities you never would have seen before. Your entire life really starts to recenter around this idea of growth.
Let's just let that sink in for a second. The goal isn't just about earning more. The real goal is to create systems that grow your money for you, automatically and quickly. That right there is the fundamental difference. So the big takeaway is this. It's time to shift your focus. Stop chasing the next paycheck. Start chasing a better rate of compounding. Because at the end of the day, that is the engine that truly builds lasting wealth.